Hey, welcome to the channel. This is a reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Chiron placements of Virgo. So Virgo, I'm going to ask the tarot what you're here to share with the world, what you're here to express, what you're here to learn, heal, what's your biggest challenge, and what is your soul calling you towards. And we're going to start with an animal spirit energy for you, Virgo. So for the Virgos, can you show me? Whoa, those would powerfully hit the table. Alright, so I'll show you in a minute. This is awesome. Stingray, I believe, is a... Why is it? Give me 1 second. Oh, it's because the card is... This is fairly new to me, this deck, and I wanted to make sure that I give you the right message, obviously. So, sorry. Wow. Stingray. Developing confidence. Sense of self. So the Stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the Stingray must decide between old, easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable. Pressure from family and friends makes the decision even more complicated. No matter what choice is made now, it's inevitable that the dilemma will surface again and again, as the force of Dharma growing within the Stingray is so strong. It can't be ignored. And you also got the lizard energy here. All right. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I don't want to waste anyone's time. My bad. The lizard is instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, and a dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. It's as if it has a sixth sense. The lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights in big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name, Virgo. And it's very telepathic and spiritual. Okay, so speaking of sixth sensory, that's what my vibe check deck is. So I'm going to get a card for Virgo. That was fast. Take your time. So this energy is about slowing down, which is exactly what the lizard was about, getting away from the bright lights and the distractions in life, slowing down and taking your time. You can't feel your vibes when you're distracted, juggling too many things and constantly playing catch up or racing around like crazy. Being hurried will not only dim your awareness to a gray fog of confusion, it can also help you miss the subtle and intuitive guidance of your soul. That's exactly the message of the lizard too. The pace you're keeping is caused by the fear that there isn't enough time. So cool it. When it comes to the soul, there's enough for everyone and everything, including time. You're being guided to allow time to work in your favor. Okay. Let's see what comes out for Virgo. Relationship is highlighted here. So there's some relationship that's a theme is prevalent And there's a reluctance. So there could be a reluctance in a relationship, a departure. So maybe some of you are reluctant to leave a relationship. It doesn't have to be. And vulnerability. Reluctant to be vulnerable, or a departure of vulnerability and in a reluctant relationship. But however it is meant for you, you'll know what your vulnerability, relationship, departure, and reluctance. So I think that intuitively I feel that you are reluctant to express your vulnerability in a relationship for fear that they will depart. So you fear showing your true vulnerabilities, and that's not going to be good for you, because if the person is meant for you or meant to be in your life, you should be able to be authentic with that person and let that be a deciding force for you, that if the person doesn't respect your vulnerabilities and reciprocate, then you shouldn't have that person in your life experience. Easier said than done, I know, but it's true. So be mindful of that. What is Virgo here to share with the world? First thing I see is the Three of Pentacles, and that's about being recognized. It's an earth element, teamwork, meaningful, collaborations. Maybe you need to calibrate too, who knows. Creativity and communicating your work through creativity and being renowned, and a synthesis of creativity, dynamic balance, synergy of three, growth and expression. So very well with the expression. You're here to share your creativity and growth through expression. What are the Virgos here to, what are the Virgos here to heal? Ooh, Four of Wands. This is about familiars, home life. Yeah, familiar stability. Harmonious family existence. There's some family dynamics that aren't 100, and I'm sure that that has caused you grievance, and that is what your soul has come to in this incarnation to heal. What are they here to learn? Wow, that was fast. Queen of Cups. This is all about being beautiful, nurturer, kind, empathetic, big time intuition, just being so compassionate. The inner self, relationship with the inner self and feelings, and having your connection to the divinity. So you're definitely here to learn how to open up your feelings. Then same with the messages that came out with your vulnerability. Having emotions brings us the gamut, brings us through the gamut of sad to hurt to happy to joyful and all the way in between. So you're here to learn how to be like the Queen of Cups and share your cup of emotions, and also fill your own cup. Well, you gotta fill your cup first, emotionally. And that's not an easy thing to traverse. But if you take time to self-reflect and to not allow yourself to be defined inside of your own mind and self-dialogue by the things that you've experienced, and really realize that you are the being that's observing everything that's happened, that will hopefully help to mediate the pain and to allow you to disassociate, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but disassociate this divinity within your human form that is really you, and that is eternal, and that isn't these experiences or the pain. Yeah. And emotions are beautiful teachers, and they really do help you understand yourself better if you tune into the emotions you're feeling and not let yourself be suffocating or making your feelings dormant through wanting to not show vulnerability out of fear and doubt. So just be mindful of all those messages. It's important to be true to you. You're beautiful. And Virgo, what is Virgo's biggest challenge? All right, so the Tower. So this is about having things come to a crashing, disastrous end, because not always disastrous, but the Tower is definitely endings, and it's usually occurs when somebody doesn't end something for themselves. The universe steps in. So it's about sudden change, overthrows, misconceptions, catastrophes can be. So your challenge is to not be foreboding to things ending, and to not, if you have experienced, we all experience towers, so in the past, whatever had come to an end in your life that you weren't expecting or you didn't want, that's what's challenging you now. It's this, there's got to be some kind of making amends with that revolt that you experienced, and integrating the heavy emotions that were felt because of this Tower event, or towers. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles as another energy for the Tower here. So it's about taking a pause and reflecting, looking at the time and energy and the return that you're receiving from what you're putting in and giving, and what you get back. It's like taking an audit of the people and the situations around you. And I always say that it's easy to know where to give your life force and focus and time to by seeing if that energy is reciprocated by where you extend it. So if you, let's just use a relationship for an example. If you're communicating with somebody a lot, or being the one who initiates contact and you don't get a lot of messages replied, or let's just use this as a surface example, but then stop messaging so much and pull back, you know. And just like within a relationship, if the other person is extending more and you're not, you know that you're not really reciprocating that much, then give more, or let that relationship go. Don't be reluctant to end something because of the myriad of reasons. Don't stay in something that you're not a holy hell yes invested in, because that's really a way to drain and deplete your beautiful life energy, life force, and it should be spent on only things that make you extremely contented and joyful and light of heart. So show me where Virgo's soul is pulling them towards. What is Virgo's soul pulling them towards? The Lovers. Wow. So this is about a balance, harmony of opposites, reciprocity, which I was just talking about, polarity, love, obviously, connection, relationship, partnership. It's also a decision. Wow. And this is kind of the running theme that I had been discussing. So this is really important. Your soul is calling you to make a decision regarding your relationships and love. And it's not just romantic love. It's all kinds of relationships that you're involved in. To really don't be reluctant and don't hide your self, any part of yourself, because you deserve to be truly fulfilled, and won't be until you're showing all the truth of you. Stand in your power. What's the divinity, the dominant divinity? Damn, that hit the desk hard. The dominant divinity is the God the refuge. Page of Swords. It's about a refuge governing your dreams and reveals mysteries. Governing your dreams and heals mysteries. Wheel of Fortune, Metatron, the recording angel. Advancement and progress, teaches, guides, and records events in the Book of Life. So the Page of Swords here, and it reveals mysteries and advancement and progress with Archangel Metatron. And the Virgo energy at the bottom of the deck is Eight of Pentacles. Intellectual talent provides knowledge. What's a message about raising their frequency or their vibe when they get drained? A card flipped over here and I want to get to it for you. Seriously? Smiles. Smile at someone. Look them in the eye and see an amazing human creation. Miracles are everywhere, in the form of you and every person you meet. Stop listening to the news. The news tends to focus on fearful stories, and fear is a low vibrational emotion. Turn off the news for the day or a week and see how it changes your energy. You will hear all the important issues just from talking to other people. And shit happens. Your energy drops, your computer crashes, it just is. When things go south, it's the human condition to want to understand why. It doesn't matter why. So that's really speaking about letting things go and not continuously ruminating on things in your mind. And wow, here and now, this card. The future does not exist, the past is gone. Focus on the present moment. Instill confidence in life, because here now there is no danger. Everything happens when your soul is ready. Beautiful. Here and now. And then being true. Wow. I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. This is about showing your vulnerabilities. I have confidence in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. Absolutely. I love that. Being true. And lastly, the path to light. I make the conscious choice to move toward the light one step at a time. I transform my weaknesses into strengths by mastering my thoughts. Yes, yes. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally, but firstly to myself. I love these reading for you, Virgo. I hope these messages help. Take care.